What does imposter syndrome look like? Welcome to the School of Self-Worth Live. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sam Osborne, the Self-Worth Guide. This is episode 120. Today we are considering, what does imposter syndrome look like? Well, we've talked about what it feels like in previous videos, but today we're going to talk about what it looks like, so to give you another way of thinking about it. So I want you to remember one thing from today's video, and that is imposter syndrome looks like a spy. Now, I'm going to talk about three things about how an ordinary person, will be a bit like a spy, someone with imposter syndrome. So I'm going to talk about how a spy and an imposter syndrome doesn't like to stand out. I'm going to talk about how they play down their importance, and I'm going to talk about how they look like ordinary people. Let's go through those three things. So an imposter syndrome, someone with imposter syndrome, they're a bit like a spy, in the sense that a spy doesn't want to stand out when they're doing their business. When they're out there in the field, they want to fit into the crowd. They don't want to attract attention. And people with imposter syndrome are exactly like this. They don't want to stand out. They don't want to attract attention, especially not to some level of intelligence or knowledge, or maybe some role that they are playing. Imposter syndrome is about feeling a fear that some part of your expertise will be exposed as actually being unearned, or that you didn't accomplish it in the right ways, or maybe that you just don't know what you're talking about, and that people are going to find you out. And a lot of people go through this feeling, and they don't want to stand out as a result, and they hold back their intelligence. They're actually very intelligent people who are capable of giving so much value to people, but people with imposter syndrome will kind of say, no, I just don't want to stand out, because I don't actually believe my own value. I don't actually believe that I earned my place in life, that somehow people are going to find out that I'm a phony. So imposter syndrome is like a spy, in the sense that a spy does not want to stand out. They want to fit in. The next thing is that a spy plays down their importance. So you imagine there's a spy scene in a movie, and the spy doesn't want to be found out to be a spy. They'll play down their importance a lot of the time and try to get away with things, try not to get noticed, and they'll act less intelligent than what they really are to avoid attracting attention to their intelligence, or to some part of them that they feel that they are faking. So let's look at the last one here. Imposter syndrome looks like an ordinary person. Absolutely ordinary person. A spy will just fit in, and they'll dress normally. They could be some of your colleagues. In fact, the research says that about 2 in 3 people experience imposter phenomenon, or about 70%. So they look like your friends. You could be one too. But if you're looking out there in the world and you want to try and help people who've got imposter syndrome, you don't really have to look far, because a lot of them look very ordinary, just average people, you know. So but the thing is, these people are not ordinary. They are incredible people. They are confident, they are skillful, loving, lovable. Underneath their authentic self, they are special, they're unique, but they're holding it back because they think that they're of no value, that their self-worth is low, and they don't have, I guess, the value to give to people that they feel they would like to give. And so they feel afraid of showing them their real self. So I want to give a little pointer here to everybody who's experiencing imposter syndrome. This is an invitation. I invite all the imposter syndrome people to start showing up authentically and show us your flaws, or what you think are your flaws. And I bet you're going to say, you know what, that's the reason we love you. Okay. Let's take any movie. We love the character because of their flaws, their defects, the thing that their idiosyncrasies. Okay. So don't be afraid to show those, and imposter syndrome is going to dissolve, and you're going to be able to be your authentic self. All right, let's summarize. So imposter syndrome looks like a spy. They don't want to stand out. They downplay their intelligence, and they look like ordinary people. So if you've enjoyed this episode, I've got a free gift for you. It's called Crush Imposter Syndrome Forever, the starter kit for bulletproof confidence, and you can get it at the links above and below, and at samosborne.com/starter kit. And I invite you to join the School of Self-Worth Facebook group. Come and say hi. And if you've remembered one thing from today's lesson, it is imposter syndrome looks like a spy. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.